What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. Try to make sense out of nonsense. Why can't we have one thing that we can just enjoy as Americans and not have to be bombarded and have it tainted with politics? Now, the women's soccer team. Now, let me just go ahead and give you my backdrop. First of all, I don't like watching soccer. Now, reason is, one, it looks like you got to be in really good shape to do it. Bottom line. I don't want to sit for hours and watch people jog up and down the field and little action happens. Now, unless you know soccer or you play soccer, I'm saying like, what is that? What, they kick the ball? What? You can't be over the line. I don't know the rules. All I see is people hustling back and forth and not enough goals are being scored. I need something a little more fast paced. It's like baseball too. You can sit for 45 minutes before anything happens. So to get me to watch a soccer game and get excited about it, only one thing can do that, can drive me to the point where I would sit my tail down, watch a soccer game and be on fire and cheering. And that is when it comes down to the soccer team represents the United States of America. I'm more patriotic. It trumps my boredom. When it comes down to any sport, I don't care if the sport was watching paint dry. I would be like, come on, American paint, hurry up and dry. We can do this. Come on, everybody, commit your energy to the paint. I would be focused and excited about it. So here I am excited about the women's soccer team. And then you get the girl with the Barney colored hair decide because, you know, she's an activist and she's active in the LGBTQ99375 TLC organization. Apparently in her mind, I guess Trump sucks and he's a racist, sexist, homophobe, xenophobe. Now you are away on foreign soil. The whole country is cheering for you. Okay. You would think you would be a little more respectful, especially on foreign soil and a competition against other countries. You don't see the Chinese girls talking about their chairman, their supreme being. You don't see the English team down in the Queen of England or, you know, none of that. You don't see no other country doing that when they get given a platform. But then our girls, because this is America and we have freedom of speech, therefore that means you got idiots that have the freedom to be disrespectful, yet they say Trump's a dictator. If he's a dictator, he would be like Hitler and those guys was when the Germans would lose, or, you know, them communist places, you lose, you ain't coming back. And if you do, nobody ever finds out what happened to you again. You just misrepresented the whole country. You lost, and that's enough for death. Or at least out there in the rice field somewhere, you know, or busting rocks out in Siberia. But here we have people in America get the opportunity to represent the country, and they're not representing just liberals. See, that's what makes me mad about the consciousness of these athletes. They forget that they're representing the whole United States, and the office of the presidency trumps their own little hangups that they have. So to get a mic shoved in your face, which you already know that the media hates Trump, and so any American athlete they interview, they're going to try to drive it straight towards, what do you think about the current administration? What that got to do with soccer, man? What does that have to do with me making goals? They tried it with Tiger Woods. They did it with LeBron James. Any athlete that they can stick a mic in their face, they want to try to create some tension between the president and that person, and they know just the fools to stick the mic in their face. And here she is. I knew before I even knew anything about her. I'm cheering the one game they were playing, I forget, before all that happened. I knew the girl with the purple hair. I was like, she seemed like she's a showboat. You know, she's good, but she seemed like she's a showboat. And if anyone would be the controversial person, it would be her. And sure enough, she goes in on the president and just ruined it all for me. Ruined it all. Now, they're talking about they want more pay and all of that stuff. Well, you know what? I predict that a large portion of people who may have been watching the soccer thing and cheering for y'all and supporting it might have became a little disinterested or just nonchalant about it. I don't know about you, but when I saw that and she talking about, I'm not going to the White House, he's not going to, and Trump handled it better than I thought he was, because you know what they wanted. They wanted Trump to go off like, well, F her, she could kiss my, all of that stuff. But Trump was like, you know what? Win first before you start talking reckless. Then afterwards, he congratulated them. And You know, I don't know. Maybe he should be bigger and just say come, and if they don't come, then they look stupid. But nonetheless, so far he's handled it with some type of class, unlike them, who, for whatever reason, don't get the concept. Play soccer. Look, I don't need to comment about that. I'll deal with that afterwards. I'm focused, okay? Don't try to drag me into some controversy, because what you do now is you isolate half the country. Nobody wants to sit there and see you on foreign land, representing the United States, trashing the president of the United States. Because you know what? When you bash him, what you're doing is also bashing the millions of Americans that voted for him, disrespecting all of those that are excited because you're representing the United States. And the way you do it is to speak ill against the leader of the United States. How about you just stay over there and you can join whatever soccer team in another country you want? But if you're playing for the United States, have some class, have some integrity, respect the office, even if you don't like the president. I didn't like President Obama, but if I'm overseas and I'm battling and I'm going to war to represent America in some sport and they stick a mic in my face, I'm not going to be like, Obama sucks, I'll never go to the White House, they invite me. I will go, because how many people gets a chance to win the World Cup and go to the White House? When she matures, if she ever does, she's going to look back at that opportunity and say, man, was I stupid? Or maybe she won't. Most likely she won't. Yeah, because liberalism, when it gets on you, it gets on you. It's deep. We ain't found a cure yet. It's very few people. Maybe if some people come out of it, then they can build up antibodies that we can use to start curing other liberals. Right now, it's just running rampant. Anyway, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30 live on YouTube, and also on my radio blog talk show. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Check out Extreme Tees. Put my name in the promo code Kevin. You get a 20% discount and free shipping. If you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link in the bottom of this video to do that. Find me on Facebook and the Twitter. And I think I already said it, but just in case I didn't, hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. God bless. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.